Hey, how are you? My name's Salt. Welcome back to some Magic the Gathering Arena, and today we're actually playing Standard. I know, it's shocking. Standard being in a bad spot is one of the reasons why I haven't seen much Magic content on the channel. Combine that with the fact that, like, the Explorer Anthology and Historic Anthology weren't that exciting, so I didn't really, like, prep decks to use with them. I didn't even end up buying them, because I personally think that the Explorer and Historic Anthologies should have been so much better. The Explorer one in particular. The Explorer one gave us Thespian stage, some of the charms, and like one other card that I don't use in any of my decks. But that's beside the point. We're talking about Standard right now, and we're just playing some good old-fashioned Esper. This is a you don't get to play the game Esper list that I've been having a lot of fun with. It is incredibly powerful. Tempo and controlling, you have lots of early interaction, pseudo board wipes with your temporary lockdowns, go for the throats, cut downs, void rends to blow stuff up, sunfall and farewell to clean up board states, and really easy ways to bring home the win with Kaya, Teferi, and Wandering Emperor. Kaya is typically going to win the game on her own. It might be a slow clock, but a lot of decks will have problem dealing with a hexproof planeswalker that is stealing their creatures and constantly gaining you 3 life on the turns that it's not. Teferi and Wandering Emperor will just slap your opponent to bits. Mana base is a little funky. I'm still using Scoured Barrens because I'm still not really, like, set up on my dual lands for white-black. But that's beside the point. Let's just hop right into some gameplay and see how this thing does on the ladder. Opponent goes first. We're moderately okay with this hand. This is leaning towards the better. Typically... No, never mind. I take it back. They're not playing anything. Sir, you know this is a Magic game, right? Yours was also 3 of my 4 Wandering Emperors. All of that for a Howlpack Piper. I am so painfully confused as what my opponent thinks they're doing. Emphasis on thinks here, by the way. Wow, it's Holovar. That's crazy. You good, opponent? You wanna talk about it?
Run away. You'll be safer.
I don't think they want to talk about it.
This is what you get for hurting my people.
Are we done? We move on to the next turn? We good, homie? We want to talk about it? Yeah.
See you later. Guards, to me.
Just gonna vibe. I don't know what they have that's holding up priority, I'm not going to lie. It's incredibly confusing. Am I accidentally in full control mode? Like, what's happening, game? Yeah, this doesn't have, like, trample or anything, so I'm not exactly concerned yet. They kind of need the Tolovar to give it trample. Let's just draw some cards. Maybe we can find a board wipe in here. Oh, farewell. Nice. That'll do. 14/14. That, it does damage, I guess. Untapped? Untapped. Darn. I think it's weird to main phase this, but I'd rather just do it when I know things are calm. I mean, to be fair, if they have removal spells, I'm dead anyways, right? This is a literal toss-up. Does my opponent have removal spells? Yay or nay? Oh, please tell me they hit like a 3-drop that they really... Yes, yes, I'm so happy. Oh, you're just gonna do it like this? Oh, that's fine. Oh, opponent, no. Sweetheart. Sweetheart! No, we can't do that! Well, in fact, I could have let this guy hit me. Oh no, 8 damage? What am I gonna do? Well, Guess I'm just gonna do that. That seems pretty good to me.
May your blade strike true.
It is daytime, meaning that this guy doesn't get trample, so we can protect this little buddy. No trample, no problem. This is all going quite strangely, I'm not going to deny. This is not really how I was expecting this match to roll out, but hey.
I'm not overconfident. You're just under. I am almost sad to see you go.
This one will probably die, but that's okay. We've kind of answered all the threats that my opponent has. What are you doing? What on earth was that? Gain control of target creature. Untap that creature. It gains haste. Oh, just face? Yeah, sure. I have 17 life. Why do I care? As much as this pains me, I think I want to, like, main phase this here. Because otherwise day-night flips, and that's much worse for me. Tolivar! He lands. Wish I'd taken the Sunfall now. Oh well, can't win them all. Wow, that's just lands, okay. There's unfortunately a 3-drop. We will gain some life back, shall we?
Until next time, then. You are not.
Unfortunately, he flips, meaning that they can draw cards off of him. Yeah, I guess. Sure, why not? We can just destroy evil this guy, which will be nice. It's not really a big deal. Wait, how much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can Memory Deluge and go hunting for our board wipes. That'll be nice. Oh, it's my trigger. Whoops. I just kind of zoned out for a second. Kaya... Voidrend, I guess. Alright, well, you know what? Double Voidrend is just as good as other things, right? Why don't I just steal this? That sounds good. We can steal that. Where are you going? It's because I forgot that it was my trigger? I'm sorry. GG's opponent. We're going first. We can't keep that. We can keep this. We will actually just drop Wandering Emperor, though. Much as I wish to keep the Wandering Emperor there, I kind of can't. We can at least Memory Deluge now. We can't Voidrend, and all we have is a cut down for removal. Not the greatest keep anymore. Jeskai probably... Nope, no clue. I'm lost. You got me, opponent. You have, in fact, confuzzled me. I am confounded. Jeskai artifacts? With a 70-card deck? I am very lost. We're just gonna go hunting for some white mana and some removal spells. Well, we are taking the white mana. Because that's all the game supplied. What do they have that's 1 white? It's probably just some way to make him hexproof, right? There it is. Proof and a pudding. I think we kill it with a Voidrend on our turn. Actually, we kill it with a cut down. Because we want to see if they're going to try and protect it. They were going to try and protect it, and now it's dead. They have 2 1/1s, that's okay. Let's do some math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is not how you count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more... 1 more turn? 1 more turn, and then we get to Memory Deluge. Oh, 2 more turns. 2 more turns, because I need to play this, and then play this. My opponent's not exactly looking their best. They didn't surveil anything off the top, though. I don't hate the fact that they didn't surveil stuff off the top. Joke's on them. I don't actually have very much interaction right now. I have 2 negates and a destroy evil. If they try to do some, like, big mana play here, I think we just slam Memory Deluge so that we can really refill our hands at, like, Mach 20. Are they just, like, scared of the Memory Deluge? Is that it? Are they just, like, what are they so scared of? Sunfall, lovely. Silver Scrutiny is a hand refill. I'm very confused. I don't quite know what my opponent's getting up to. I also don't know why they have like a 70 card deck, but that's another conversation entirely, you know? Is my opponent okay? Was that it? Why are you scared of playing Baird and Balmor? I guess they're just like scared of playing out their board state. They're probably going to concede if once I Sunfall them here. Okay, once I Sunfall them with negate back up. No? Alright. What are you holding up Prio on, my guy? What is it? Show me! I must know! I have a mighty need! Yeah, rearrange your top 3 all you like, bud. Does not bother me. Just gonna start punching your face with a 4-4. That's kind of the game plan now. Really, not a single card into the graveyard. I feel like if you're running if you're running more than 60 cards, you should like just generally consider just binning some stuff. Just a thought. Just a general idea, opponent. If you're running like a 70+ card deck, maybe using Otherworldly Gaze to bin some of the cards that aren't perfect is a good idea. Or, no. Have you considered that? Have you considered being told no? Now what? What you got, buddy? Did they just, like, not think I ran counterspells? I've had plenty of turns to, like, get my hand rolling. That's sorcery speed, so we don't need to be able to worry about them doing it at instant speed. We also have another counterspell for backup for this. I mean, it's a negate, not a true counterspell, but still. No, I'm sorry. That's too bad, opponent. And there's the scoop. That's what they were waiting for. That's what they were doing. They were going to use C double for some weird, wild, wacky shenanigans. Which, I'm not gonna lie, isn't, like, the best plan, if you ask me. Like, I get it. It's just kind of like a Jeskai value go wide, but, like, I don't know if C double fits in that list. Maybe I'm the one who's wrong here. Maybe they've won a bunch and it's an amazing deck, but GG's, opponent. We're going first. We're keeping. Counterspell, go for the throat. Pretty solid opening hand. Especially considering our blue source is tapped and we don't have anything to do on turn 1 anyways. And most of our plays are 2 mana, so Scoured Barrens is also okay. I wish I had the better styles for the Rafine's Tower land, or like the Tri-land cycles. I know they sold them at one point, but I don't like spending too much money on this. What in the hell? I guess we... Wait, you don't have a green source. What in the tarnation is a Haywire Might doing in that deck? Oh, there's the green source. But I saved the counterspell. That's a much better thing to counter. Alright, don't need my channel lands when I still just need land drop stack, but that's, no, that's fine. It's okay. I'm fine. Tenacious Underdog. Don't really want to counter it. I think this is a better play here.
I am the Emperor of Kamigo. Guards, to me!
Removal spell of some sort. Tail Swipe. Okay. Sure, yeah. Why not, opponent? You do you, buddy.
Let your blade do
This
the
gives away exactly what the game plan is. There a, Could you leave my poor little guy alone? He's trying his best, okay? He doesn't need you in his life.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Hopefully we draw one of our card draw engines. We have like 5 of them in the deck. Shakedown Heavy. No! See, I can do the cool thing where I just kill your creatures too. Isn't that sick? Ah, there's one of them. Now this is playing a dangerous game, as things could go very wrong very quickly if I don't draw good stuff. Cut down is in fact good stuff.
Remember your training.
My opponent needs like 2 mana, I believe, to do the Fight Club thing. Why does my opponent have more than 100 cards in their deck? Alright, so for context for the viewers at home, I'm recording this at 1 o'clock on a Wednesday. It's actually about 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Wednesday, because it's when I have to record, because I stream it. I do it live on my Twitch channel. Listen, I had to. I had the show for myself. But yeah, it might just be because it's like 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. Yeah, let's just kill this and get this out of here. I don't want to worry about it. They can have their 2 life. That's okay. We're literally just all-inning on this little guy.
The edge in this fight.
He's living his best life, man.
Much to consider.
This is toxic. We're gonna kill the Shakedown Heavy. Hey, listen, this is what you get for tail swiping me early on. Urborg Scavengers, that makes sense. That checks out. I've seen that card quite a bit in these types of lists. And the opponent scoops up because they're still stuck on 3 lands, and we are just obliterating them. We're 1-for-1ing them, but we are hitting our land drops, and we have a Teferi to draw extra cards, and they're not hitting their land drops, so the 1-for-1s are hurting them a lot more, which is one of the reasons I don't... I mean, like, maybe you could run a 100-card deck if you have, like, a Yorion sideboard companion. Yeah, GG's. We're going first. Pretty okay with the hand. Keep... Probably play Scoured Barrens. Doesn't really matter. Both of these always come in tapped. I think Scoured Barrens first while we work up towards our 3 mana is the best play. Because we can cycle this later if we just keep drawing lands like that. Looks like this is enchantments, so Voidrend is S tier. This is not enchantments. I'm very confused. Multiple sack draw lands. Oh no, 1 damage. I'm back down to my starting life total. So it's tokens. Got it. I don't know why you're saying nice. I had a kill spell. I feel like there's like 2 types of players on Arena, right? There's 2 types, in my experience. There's the people who are just excited to be playing Magic. I'm gonna blow that up. There's the people that are just excited to be playing Magic, and then there's the people who are just here to play Magic. There's a very slight difference there, right? The people who are just excited to be playing Magic and the people who are just here to be playing Magic, there's a tiny bit of overlap. But, like, I swear, some people just, like... Their everything is more or less just, oh my goodness, you did a cool play where you, like, removed my card. We're just going to go ahead and draw 3. Sunfall, nice. Farewell, not quite so bad anymore. We can also absolutely void run the Takacia's Welcome, which we're just going to do now. Cutting off card draw is always a good play. Fun fact, most of the aggro decks have better card draw than the control decks right now. By gods near and far, I wish that was a joke. We have multiple options here. I think we just Memory Deluge to hunt for something to be able to fare well. So they don't want to draw cards. Why don't you want to draw cards? Because you think you're going to draw cards with a Welcoming Vampire. Too bad the trigger goes on the stack and I kill it. Now we will Memory Deluge Kaya and the Swamp. Kaya is a wonderful card for after you wipe out the board, like I'm about to. Because they're probably going to start rebuilding with like a random threat, and Kaya can just like steal the random threat.
A whole legion of enemies.
Fun fact, Kaya can steal enchantments, and other fun fact, Acacia's Welcome sees itself. It's like Elish Norn. In that regard. It sees itself entering the battlefield. I love Kaya. This is one of my favorite of the new Planeswalkers. I hate playing against it because it's very hard to deal with unless you're playing some form of damage wipe strategy, like a Brotherhood's End or a Burn Down the House. But I think it's a really cool Planeswalker. I do think Hexproof is like a little excessive, especially in the post-Invoke Despair world. But Shielded Edict isn't standard right now, so. Oh, was my opponent salty roping me now because I stole their Acacia's Welcome and to have a 7-mana Planeswalker out? To be fair, I get it. I did kill their queen, blow up the Welcome, blow up the Invasion, blow up the Vampire, blow up the Welcome, blow up the Announcement and the Veteran. I did bully them out, but this is some classic control deck shenanigans. This is some classic control shenanigans. It's one of the reasons why I like Esper in Standard right now, is you can actually do this. We're just going to keep talking while my opponent ropes me, on purpose or otherwise. It's not something that you can do as much in other formats, because other formats feel a bit faster. But at the same time, because of that, they're dumping their hands faster. So your answers are typically more efficient to them dumping their hands faster. Like Supreme Verdict being the 4-drop for Azorius control is a super efficient way to destroy everything without even worrying about a counterspell. Meaning you don't have to go all out for like a Sunfall on turn 7 where you have a node make disappear as a backup in case it's a control deck. Just slam the board wipe and you're good to go. But like in Standard, you can go like that tiniest bit slower, so something like Kaya can really, really shine. To be fair, Kaya does shine in lots of other ways as well, but this is very much looking like a game over. Put that trigger on the stack, my opponent's probably going to time out, and that'll be GG. We'll end this part of the video, assuming my opponent doesn't come back, with a PSA. If your game crashes and it doesn't look like you can do anything, don't be afraid to restart it. Like, hard quit out through it by, like, right-clicking it on your Windows bar, or, like, closing out the app on your phone. Don't be afraid to do that. The game will be just fine. It'll throw you back into your matches. If you are a salty little baby roper, someone who just closes the game when they start losing, just concede. All you're doing is being rude to your opponent, and that's just not cool, man. Just concede. To the concede button. It's like 2 clicks. Bam, bam. We're not going to click it because we won fair and square, but just concede. Not a GG. Opponent goes first. We have a fairly keepable hand. We'll roll. Turn 1 is probably going to be Dark Slick. But we'll see. I guess it depends on what color mana they drop. If they drop red, it's a Dark Slick Slam. If they drop white, it might be Scoured Barons to make sure we can kill Thalia on curve. Because you need 2 mana to kill a Thalia on curve with a cut down if you are on the draw into them. I will say, Soul Ring sleeves, Teferi icon, lack of cards being played. Thinking this is going to be a blue-white control. Alright, well, I'm immediately proved wrong, because that is at minimum Orzhov. No, you don't get to wave hi to me, Borborygmos and Fibblethip. You took forever to get your butt on board. Unless they're also trying to record gameplay. In which case, hi! You should have been faster, you rude dude. Are they playing the quote-unquote Orzhov deck that is essentially mono-white? No, they're playing Mardu. We don't have anything else to target with a cut down, so we're just gonna kill it. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not going to lie. Mardu confuses me right now, because Mardu doesn't have good lands. It doesn't really have good payoff. So I don't quite know what Mardu does in this meta. For those of you not in the know, Mardu is black, white, and red. None of their fast lands are available at the moment. Wow, this is both an amazing and a terrible hand for yours truly. My guy really just... like, what is in your hand? What are you doing, bud? You okay? You want to talk about it? Well, they can't have counter spells. They don't even have instant speed interaction, so we'll just make more creatures? We can hold up a dissipate / make disappear? That's an Iganjo if I've ever seen one. This pause and thought process. I don't even think we have any like good Mardu Planeswalkers that are payoffs right now, so I'm kind of confused. As I said, I really don't think we have any good Mardu Planeswalkers right now, so I'm not quite sure of the payoffs. We're just going to keep on the beatdown. I'm really confused as to why they waited so long to do everything that they just did. If they were scared of a counterspell, shouldn't they have just like played stuff out faster to try and force my counterspells? Okay. They only have 4 white mana? Let's see what happens. So they made a devil, and then they plussed, which we're going to decline. And then they did nothing. So I go for the throat and deserted beach here. Ooh, cut down, even more mana efficient. They do get to do 1 damage to anything. That's why I've been plussing her. And now we get to kill both Obniks. Very much very confused at the moment, though. Elspeth Smite, maybe? Hey, remember when I said it's totally an Iganjo? Remember when I said those words out loud? I was right! It is Mardu Planeswalkers. I'm just very confused as to what the game plan actually is as a whole. They're gonna make a devil token. Okay. Vraska. Goodbye. Exiled. They have nothing. Okay, this is... We're gonna do this and try and get them to kill off our Wandering Emperor over here in the corner. Because we just don't care about her anymore. She's lived out her usefulness.
I guess that's it then.
We do have Make Disappear, which we will go ahead and use, because that's hitting everything, yeah. We don't want them to hit our graveyard. That's our graveyard. Okay, cool. I'm just playing around basically everything. This right here that you're currently witnessing is why I'm like, I don't think Mardu is that good right now. You're just witnessing it over and over and over again. It's doing a lot of nothing. Obniks the adversary, yeah. What are you gonna do? Plus him? You're gonna minus him. Alright, but what if I just kill the devil? I have a 3/3. Do you have a protection spell for that devil? Are they... They're making sure they get a token. Props, man. You know what? Props. We're just gonna play this now. Because if we are allowed to leave this Teferi alive, we just get to draw a ton of cards with Silver Scrutiny. And pump the Teferi to Kingdom Come. And we're probably making them think, oh, I want a board wipe here. They have another Fateful Absence. I have a second Teferi. You want to talk about it, opponent? You got a spell? Got a removal spell? Oh, it's a Mart. Fun fact, I don't know if my opponent doesn't know this, or, okay, well, we'll talk about the fun fact because they conceded. You're currently witnessing why I don't think Mardu's that great right now. It's just kind of like a hodgepodge sludge of destruction without much interaction in the terms of counterspells, so if you play a blue deck, you just kind of get run over. Fun fact about March. Tokens cost 0. And that's not something know a lot of people know. But tokens cost 0, so you can play March for 1 white to blow up a token. Just random fun fact. But yeah, GG Mardu Planeswalkers? I admire the brew. Like, mad props. You're trying something different. Obnixilis, Liliana, Vraska. That's some wild stuff, bud. Mad props. Round of applause. GG's. Opponent goes first. We have absolutely nothing. We have a hand. Do we tempt fate? I think we do. Why is this tempting fate? This is a very tapped land heavy hand. I think we drop the Shattered Sanctum. Cause, I mean, like, we just... With 2 duels and then a tri-land, we have, like, all the mana colors we need. I think we just dropped the Shattered Sanctum here. So we work our way towards our Celestis. Oh, cool, Takanuma. Wow, what a lucky draw. Now we can kill something on turn 2 or 3 if need be. My opponent's playing it pretty slow. Lack of stick makes me think there's not much going on over there yet. Reckless Impulse. Yeah. I don't quite know what they're going for. They only get one or the other here. That bodes well for me and makes me want to just go for the throat. I'm main phasing it just in case they are a counterspell playing deck. Baral and Karizev. Or Baral and Kari dead. That was bad. That was really bad. So we do probably not have the ability to use Cut Down anymore. And at this point, we've hit Void Rend anyways, so... They go into a Braid? My Poppets? What? What is my opponent playing? I guess we'll just let them go wide and then, like, Sunfall them. Twice over. Poppet Stitcher? Yeah, just play some instants and sorceries, opponent. It's fine. I think we give them the illusion of choice and control here. I don't think that they can kill me at all. Oh, stoke the flames? Oh, okay. Well, we'll just kill the Third Path Iconoclast in response then. Yeah, you're not going to make that many things here, opponent. I hate to break it to you. Don't quite know why so many decks seem to think Stoke the Flames is good. It's only 4 damage. It's not 5. If it was 5, I'd be much more down to clown, you know? But it's only 4 damage, which makes me get very confused as to why so many decks are running it. Let's bait out a counterspell, because I can't imagine they'll want me to play Memory Deluge. Nope, they let it go. Alright. Make Disappear back up. Sunfall. weird. So this is... Stop it. Keep your hands off my life total, you bitch. My life total. Do they play Spell Pierce? No, they just have a second play with fire. Little math. All of this literally just screams I don't have an answer for what's happening right now. They're at most dealing 6 damage to me. They can flip it into an artifact. Oh, now they don't have Decayed anymore. That's so cool. Erebrask. Okay, what a dumb decision. I mean that legitimately. You can transform it if you want to, buddy. That's fine by me. Go for it. You will go ahead and flip Day Knight. Looks like my opponent doesn't really have much of anything anyways, so... We'll continue to gain life and push the envelope. Let's get out some counter magic, or at least some spells. Yeah, go for it. Got out the negate for free. It's pretty nice. Well, you know, free with an asterisk. You also get a Celestis trigger. Yeah, you know a way to do 4 damage, buddy? I guess you could play with fire, but... bruh. Nighttime gains some more life back. God, Celestis is kind of overpowered. I'll give my opponents props. They're trying their best with 4 mana. They play Mind Splice. I am giggling over here. Alright. Well, let us attempt to play the Wandering Emperor and see if she resolves. We're going to attempt to gain some life back.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water.
Sure. We will now draw 3 new cards because you can at best play Consider. Yeah, okay, sure. Go for it. This is all turning up in my favor. They get 1 whole card here, and I get to draw 3 cards here. Gain 2 life. Keep my 4/4 intact.
For this?
And I'll probably get another Celestis trigger to gain more life. Yeah, my opponent is, kind of boned, to put it politely. I think very little that they can do can turn this around for them. They might have a way. Lear, Disciple of the Drowned. Why don't I just go, like, searching through my graveyard really quick and, Teferi. I have another land. Fun fact, spells can't be countered. Do they have it in here? They don't run... I need to look through their graveyard here. Yeah, they don't run Slip Out the back. And if they do, it's in their hand currently. Oh no! 2 damage! I'll gain that back in a couple of turns. Fun fact, this is going to trigger the Celestis. All will be well. So head to Teferi. He's vibing, man.
Doesn't mean we have to be overly serious. I am here to learn.
Commence the beatdown, or we'll continue to commence the beatdown. We're just slowly regaining life. My opponent's having a really bad time over there. All of that. They finally took out the Celestis. Holy cow. So proud of you, opponent.
Nobody knows the past better than me.
I've learned
We're gonna go ahead and pump in case they draw another Brotherhoods in so that both of these guys live.
To teach you.
And there it is. They've realized that they are in fact a bit boned as Esper will beat out Izzet, which makes me sad because Izzet used to be so good. I used to love playing Izzet control. Just not in a great spot right now. Or is it? I don't even know if I can call this control, though. This seemed to be very much aggro-based. Don't quite get the Poppet Stitcher, though. Don't quite get the Brawl and Karizev, but hey, they're trying something different, cool, and fun, and I will give them mad props. GG's. And that's that. That's the deck. I believe total recording session was like 6 and 5 or 6 and like 2 or 3. It was either like 5 wins, 2 losses, or 6 wins, 3 losses, something like that throughout the recording session. I don't think I included any of the losses, though, because they weren't really that exciting. They were typically, I got overwhelmed really fast, or mono white mid-range landed an Elish Norn on curve, and then like next turn brought back a bunch of draw engines and just had a full grip when I was out of cards. It was rough. But yeah, the deck does really, really well. It's pretty dang consistent. It does have a few problems here and there. Temporary Lockdown could potentially be sideboarded out or cut down to 1 copy. Depends on how much you personally are running into the other aggro decks on the ladder. It's a much better on-the-play card in my experience than it is on the draw, because like Thalia will immediately shut it down and make it cost 4 mana. Still better than Depopulate, because Depopulate's costing 5 mana at that point, but you get the idea, the general concept of the card. It's still very good. It still sees, in my opinion, we'll probably end up seeing lots of play throughout several formats. It's honestly, I still think this card isn't talked about enough for how much value it can provide. But that's it. Yeah, you saw it in action. You saw it's very straightforward. It's just Esper control through and through. It's really, really good. Really, really powerful. Deck list will be in the description below as per normal. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff, and I hope to catch you in the next one.